Hi there, everyone. This is Dr. Gwen, and already I am seeing a message that my connection is weak. I probably should, let me continue. I know I have two networks here in the house, and my tablet was on the upstairs, and that network up there is stronger when I'm up there, and it's a little weaker when I'm down here. So I'm hoping that it will pick up and just automatically transfer. And thank you for joining me this afternoon. Now my topic today, okay, awesome. There's my girlfriend, Jackie. So good to have you. Now, the conversation today is about the law of attraction and the struggle. Now, let me ask you this. Do you find that there are things that you're actually doing that you find to be quite a challenge? It's like you're going uphill. It's a struggle, an incessant struggle, an eternal battle, whereas everybody around you is talking about the law of attraction, and thanks for those love bubbles. And they're talking about the law of attraction and how easy things are and how you go in the flow and how everything opens up to you. And yet when you turn and you look in your life, you are putting all this energy out into thinking positively, into focusing on the things that are positive, and yet you find yourself not moving at all. That's a bummer, isn't it? And I know that you, as well as I, have had that experience where you feel like, you know what, this law of attraction thing, it's surely not working out for me. I don't know what everybody is doing different from what I am doing, but I'm not seeing this working out for me. Is that where you are? Is that your thought? There are a couple things that I want to share with you, perhaps more than a couple, that will help you to realize what may actually be going on that may be handicapping your progress towards achieving what it is that you want to achieve. So think of, while we're going through this conversation, think of something that you have wanted to have work out for you, and yet you found that you feel stuck, like nothing is happening. Now, I will share with you an interaction I had. This was probably 2010, 2011. So it's been 6 years, 5 or 6 years ago, when I was in a network marketing company, and I sat there very excited and pumped in the audience. There were tens of thousands of people, over 25,000 people in the audience. And as I sat there, quite new to this environment, there was this speaker who got up on stage, and he had just made senior vice president, which is the highest ranking in the company. And I think it took him 10 years to get there. And so he went up and he started talking about all of the challenges that he had and the victories that he finally realized. And then he said this that caught my attention and that has resonated with me ever since that time. And he said, my journey and my victory is not so much what I achieved, but who I had to become in order to achieve it. And I go, whoa, that is profound. Never heard anything like that before. And so I sat there thinking in my seat, who I had to become to achieve this? So he had to become someone different. This was about when I was beginning to open up to this whole personal growth and development realm. And I thought, oh my goodness, if I want to achieve whatever I'm achieving, I have to become someone or something different. That was the first thought that struck me. And I know over years, there are a number of things that I've been working on. Some of them have come quite easily, and some of them have been a struggle, truthfully, a struggle. And after I started examining myself and really looking deep, deep inside, I realized that I had some beliefs and some concepts down there that were keeping me stuck, keeping me from achieving what I wanted to achieve, right? This whole process of, and I just keep sending those love bubbles. Jackie says, yes, becoming more to your next level. Absolutely. So this process of becoming more can seem like an uphill struggle, and it can be downhill. Now, the more I participate and in this type of living, the more I transform my thoughts, the more I focus on what is positive, and the more I stay in action, what thing I have discovered is this, that the journey is, first of all, the victory, because a lot of times we're looking for a certain result or a destination to enjoy where we are, and not realizing that when we release the tension of achieving what we want, then things seem to open up so much easier. But it doesn't really come like that, see? Because if it did, everybody would have achieved it. It takes some level of perseverance to keep going at it. And this is how the process seems to work. And I see that sun just finally started breaking through here. Let me sit back and see. Yes, that's better. And so that process doesn't come so easily. It doesn't come and appear like that. It takes a process for you to get there. And here's what you really need to do. First, when you're starting off to achieve something or you want something very badly, you first have to be aligned with what you want. So you first must know that this thing that you want is truly the source and the gut of what you want. It can't be you want it because Susie has it and John has it. Your whole body, your whole system has to resonate with what you want. So that is the first thing. The second thing is, sometimes it is going to scare you as you step out to achieve it. And many people give up at that point and only sit there thinking about what they want, hoping and visualizing that it's going to show up, and it doesn't work that way. So once you visualize and you think you know what you want deep inside of your soul, you've got to start taking the step. Now, here's what happens. A lot of us look down the road and we go, oh, I can't achieve this. This is bigger than I ever can envision. And we sit there worried about it in worried thoughts. All that does, because thoughts are energy, all that does, it blocks up the channel for you to achieve what you want. You've got to let go of the worry and the fear of not achieving it. Now, once you get past that step, there is another step. Don't go, wow, I can't achieve this. This is impossible. And then stay stuck, because you will. If you let it, that fear will keep you where you are. You have to step out in action to begin the first step. Now, this is where a lot of people stop. They don't step out to make that first step because they don't see the whole journey. I know that was me. You would never, ever, ever get me to raise my hand to say, hey, I'll take that challenge on unless I could map it all out. And if I couldn't map it out and see exactly how I was going to get there, oh no, it was not going to be me. But in the same breath, I was taking on other big stuff because that was my job responsibility. But the stuff in my own life to advance me personally, I was stepping back and I'm saying, no, I can't do it. Now, the moment that I I stepped out and put one foot out there, magically I could see the next step. You have got to have the faith to know that it will happen that way. Take one step at a time. Now, if it were that easy, still some people would achieve it. But here's what the next thing you have to do. When you take that step, you have to know that you must remain consistent. There are going to be times that you want to quit. It is natural. It really is natural. If it's a challenge, if it's hard, if you're scared, you may want to quit. There is a threshold, however, that is if you keep going and going and going, there is a time when it occurs as though nature takes over and starts pushing that barrel uphill for you. But if you quit, you never get to that point of when that nature is going to take over. Napoleon Hill calls that the law of hypnotic rhythm. When that law kicks in, and it goes like this. You keep acting and doing something. This happens with any habit at all. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch some of the things that you're doing just haphazardly right now and see for yourself whether this is not so. But you go haphazardly or purposely and you step out to do something, after a while it becomes natural that you don't have to think about it anymore, and it's not as painful as it used to be. I've found that period to be somewhere within the 90 and the 120 day cycle, where your spirit just feels settled and you just know that you're about to crest the hill, and then everything becomes so much easier. Now, what do you think happened as a result of that? Jackie says, action towards what we desire, just start moving. Absolutely, you just have to start moving. Because here's what do you think happens in that space when you are taking that step every single day, whether you feel like you want to take that step or not? When you take that step, people, trust me when I tell you that it will become easier. What is happening in that process is you are becoming a different person as well. You are being transformed. If you stop at the fear and you allow that fear to say, oh no, then you will never get there. That is where your spirit, your actions, and everything coincide. See, for the law of attraction to work, your whole being has to be one with what you want. If you want something mentally and deep in your subconscious soul, there's a conflict in there, you are not going to get it. You have to spend your energies to work on that schism, that division between here and your gut, your internal workings, your subconscious mind. You've got to spend the time to overcome that. And that's why some people talk about the affirmations and the meditations and those types of activities that cause you to clear away those things. And they are not as simple. They really are not. It takes reprogramming that subconscious mind to help you to get to where you've got to get to. I am going to recommend a book, and you should, I probably said it yesterday on the live cast, you probably should be able to find it because it's been so many decades ago that this book was written, As a Man Thinketh. Go and search for it. And get that book and start reading it. It's a very short but powerful read. And you will begin to understand some of the processes of why that law of attraction may seem like such a struggle for you, because you have to get out of your own way in order to achieve what you want. Often, what we do is we allow the past things that happen in our lives, the past experiences that happen in our lives, to stop us from where we want to go. And we don't deal with it. We just don't deal with it because we think there's no association between it. But those thoughts are energy. You are energy. And every thought you generate has the power to impact and transform your lives. Now, I know there was a topic that came to my mind yesterday to talk about, but when I got on the live cast, something else came to me and I just talked about it. But I think I will deal with that topic tomorrow. And this is about us as energy. You will definitely begin to make an association with all of the talk that people are talking. See, I'm not a theorist, and I'm not really good at some of the stuff that seems fluffy. And for me, I want to, if I can get like a scientific read on some of the things, it sinks better for me in my mind. But I've become more open to accepting more things because of the experiences that I've had with them. So tomorrow what I'm going to do is to delve into some of the scientific stuff that I've been reading and looking at to help to support even what I am saying today. Your thoughts are energy. You can impact the way you think and you like. Do you want things to happen quicker for you? You've got to change the way you're looking at things. You have to transform who you are being. You cannot achieve what you want being the same person that you are today. Now I understand what that guy meant when he said this 6-7 years ago, that the journey or what he achieved was more so who he had to become instead of what he achieved. Who he had to become to achieve what he wanted. What do you want for your life today? What is it that you want? Do you want greatness? You have to become that. It's a process. And you have to get out of your own way by examining your thoughts and beliefs. Those things that hold you back, those voices that come in your head that tell you you're not good enough. You've got to deal with those things if you want to break through. Truthfully. Now, I've always said that I'm not going to put a link on this page, and yet I know I have a free training that if you want to see this whole thing of the subconscious mind, your meta tags, all those meta dynamics that are going on with you and how you're processing this, then drop me a message and I will send you the link, okay? And I think I just may post that link on today's live cast. So if you want it, you can just click on it and access it. But that will begin to show you how your thoughts and what you do impact who you are and the results you're getting. So my friends, do you find that getting what you want is a struggle? Do you find that it is easy? You first have to change how you are thinking about it, and you next have to get out of your own way. Once you get out of your own way, then that law of attraction can kick in. It is fascinating. You know, I've had it happen for me on some occasions and on some not. And when it has not, I have noticed that there are ways that I was thinking about certain things that block it. But it's fascinating. It truly is. And you can achieve what you want. Those things can think a thing that you want to have happen, and the next turn you turn, there's that stuff in your face. Wow, it is fascinating. But you have to get out of your way, and you have to process your thoughts and your beliefs to help you to do that. So get out of your way, transform yourself, become the person you want to see, experiencing the success you desire in your own life. My friends, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you all the time. I appreciate you, Jackie. I appreciate those of you who are watching. When you watch, please leave a comment or a like or something to let me know that this has been meaningful for you. And I wish you the most amazing afternoon, and you have the greatest day possible. And I just thank you for those love bubbles